From the Nicros Training Center, I'm Eric Hurst, here with another handhold review. This month we're going to take a look at two new sets in our urethane line of holds. These sets share a common theme, that is, each shape has a ball-like feature on the hold. The first set we're going to look at are called ball micros. Here is one of those ball micro shapes, and whenever you get or order a micros hold from Nicros, micros holds are our smallest shapes. They're generally only an inch or two in size, which means they're going to either be small crimp type holds or be really good, for placing footholds, using as footholds in course setting and such. In any case, the ball micros, very unique set. Each shape, for the most part, has our zero-tex surface, which means it's very smooth. There's almost no texture on it, nothing to really grip, except for on the ball feature has the normal moderate texture. And so that is the only part of the hold really that would be usable as a hand hold, or if it was a foot hold, that would be where you'd want to target your foot placement. Whereas if you just drop your foot onto the smooth part of the hold, it would be kind of tough to use. So as a foothold, these will make you really look at your feet, target your feet, and place your foot in the best part of the hold where the texture is. As a handhold, well, there's just one place to grip it, and that is on the well-textured ball feature. This particular shape you see, not very positive, although if it was on a vertical wall, it would be a pretty good hold. If you put on anything past vertical, then it would be quite difficult to use and perhaps impossible to use except as a foothold on, say, a 45-degree wall. Now, here's another shape. The ball feature here is more elongated. Again, it's smooth all the way around except on the ball feature here. It is positive on the top, but I can only get the tips of 2 fingers. So again, it would be a fairly usable small crimp on a vertical wall, but on anything more than 10 or 20 degrees past vertical, I don't think I could use it. So again, it would be relegated to being a foothold on a steeper wall. Now, there are some positive shapes in the ball micro set. Here is one of them. This has the ball feature is more like a lip. Again, smooth the whole way around, zero-tex, except on this very in-cut feature. This is not quite a full pad, but it's a very usable hold. I think this is the one shape I could probably stick onto on a really steep wall. But again, I would probably place it more as a side pull or as a good positive crimp on a 20 or 30 degree overhanging wall. Again, it would be a bomber foot placement on any angle wall because it has such a positive surface. There's 10 shapes. I'm not going to show them all to you because they're quite similar, but here's one of the more novel ones. It actually has 2 of the ball features. Again, zero-tex between the balls and around the bottom portion of the hold, but the 2 ball features, very positive, so you could actually pinch the 2 balls together. You could try to work your fingers, though, difficultly to crimp onto or cling onto the 2 ball features. As a foothold, you would have a choice of 2 different places to place your foot. So again, these are the ball micros. 10 shapes in this set, and quite affordable. I think they run around $40 retail. Now, kind of the sister set, or maybe big brother set, are these ball slopers, which are very large in size. So you take the ball micros, put them on steroids, and you get a ball sloper. Like the previous set, the majority of the hold is zero-tex. So if you try to grab onto this very smooth, texture-free surface, it's going to be very difficult to use. However, there is the ball feature, which has a very good texture. So on a vertical wall, you got a bucket. On an overhanging wall, well, it's more of a sloper type feature. I think that's what I would use it on, is a steeper wall, where you'd have to grab it kind of as an open hand sloper and do some body twisting to really make it more usable. So a very cool shape. Of course, like all of Nicros' larger shapes, they're hollowed out in the back. Very strong, but also quite light for such a large hold. And that's nice if you're hauling these things up on a larger wall to corset for leading. Here's another one of these ball slopers. This one, really a bucket. I can wrap my palm around it. This feature is about the size of a baseball. Again, zero-tex the whole way around, so if you place the hold like this, well, you'd have a good undercling, but not much that would be very usable on the top because it's quite slippery. But again, this a very good hold on a steep wall. Certainly camp this off it if you wanted to. Let me show you. This is the largest feature in the ball sloper set. Just a gigantic jug stalactite type feature that you could grab onto like this on an overhanging wall. Certainly it would be just a major jug if you positioned it this way. Smooth on the bottom, and then the gripping surface has texture. Again, this larger set of holds, these are called ball slopers. There are 6 shapes in the set. They're all very usable as handholds because they are large, although depending what angle wall you put them on, they could be anywhere from buckets to slopers. That does it for this month's review. Check back next month and we'll take a look at some more cool holds.